students, how are you all? I hope you all are doing really well. So students, today we are going to start chapter named Kinds of Sentences. We have already studied about kind of sentences in our previous classes. Now let's see what is there in this chapter. Okay, look at the following sentence. Number 1, I reached Delhi yesterday. My father is a doctor. Number 3, the baby is suffering from viral fever. The above sentences say or state something. A sentence that says or states something is called a statement. Okay, a sentence that say or state something is called a statement. Okay, whenever a statement is saying something to you, or it's stating that, or it's identifying something, that it means it's a statement. Okay, now we put a full stop at the end of a statement. Now look at these sentences. Close the door. Stand up. Please give me your mobile. These sentences give a command or make a request. A sentence that gives a command or make a request is called imperative sentences. Okay, so whenever you feel that in a sentence you get a command or a request, it means that sentence is a imperative sentence. Okay, now look at these sentences. Where do you live? Is your father a doctor? Do you go to school by bus? Each of these sentences ask a question. A sentence that asks a question is called an interrogative sentence. A sentence that asks a question is called an interrogative sentence. We put a question mark at the end of an interrogative sentence. Read the following sentence. How cold the night is. Alas, I have lost the game. Whoa, it's a lovely toy. Each of these sentences impress a strong feeling of surprise, shock or joy. A sentence that expresses a strong feeling of joy, surprise, pain, shock, sorrow, etc. is called an exclamatory sentence. Okay, it's called an exclamatory sentence. We put an exclamation mark at the end of an exclamatory sentence. So you have read about 3 types of sentences: imperative sentences, interrogative sentences, and exclamatory sentences. In imperative sentences, a statement or simple sentences are known as imperative sentences, in which you will get a command or a request. Okay, a command or a request in any sentence. If you find out that there is a command or there is a request, it's called an imperative sentence. And if you find out there's a question mark after the end of the sentence, it means it's an interrogative sentence, or whether it start with the WH family, how, what, when, where, like that. Okay, and exclamation, there's an exclamation sign which will give you an idea that this is an exclamatory sentence. Okay, it will express a feeling of joy, happiness, shock, pain, sorrow, etc. Assessment zone. Write S for statement, C for a command, Q for a question, and E for an exclamatory sentence in the box provided against each sentence. I will do 2 for you, and the rest of the part you have to do at your own. Okay, now listen carefully. Number 1, I am not a liar. It's a statement because it's stating something or it's saying something. Okay, number 2, we went to the KFC restaurant for the party. We went to the KFC restaurant for the party. Okay, it's also a statement because it's stating something. Okay, now read the rest of the part of this question and find out whether they are command, statement, question, or exclamatory. Okay, now negative sentences. What are negative sentences? In which we use to say no to someone. Okay, that is called negative sentences. Now compare the sentence in column A with the one in column B. Column A, number 1, I am a player. Column B, number 1, I am not a player. Okay, you can find out that they put a no or not word in that sentence and it become a negative sentence. Okay, number 2, he is a good boy. Number 2, he is not a good boy. 3, they are reading. They are not reading. Number 4, she has many friends. She has no friend. Okay, now column A has affirmative sentences where column B has the word not or no in each sentence. So the sentence in column B are negative sentences. Okay, so these are the affirmative sentence, but In column B, there's negative sentences where we put no or not. Okay. Now remember, we use not after the verb if the verb has only one word and it is not an action word, but if the verb comprises of two words, we write not between those two words. Negative of imperative sentence. Stand up. Don't stand up. Sit down here. Don't sit down here. Water the plant. Don't water the plants. We use don't at the starting of an imperative sentence to change it into a negative imperative sentence. Okay, as you can see in these sentences that we have put the negative word in the front of the imperative sentence. Okay, so now forming interrogative sentences. Compare the following pair of sentence. Statement, I am a student. Now you have to convert it into an interrogative sentence, means you have to put a question mark after that. Now see the sentences carefully. Interrogative sentence, am I a student? Am I a student? Question mark. Number 2, you are honest. Are you honest? Number 3, this is my pen. Is this my pen? Number 4, the picture was good. Was the picture good? She has gone to Mumbai. Has she gone to Mumbai? My mother can help me. Can my mother help me? So you can see that there we didn't put any WH family word here, but we use helping verb instead of those words. Okay, now remember, to change a statement into an interrogative sentence, the helping verb is, am, are, was, were, has, have, can, could, may, might, etc. is picked up and placed before the subject. Okay. So whenever you want to change a simple sentence into an interrogative sentence, so you have to use your helping verb, use it in place of subject, and then place the rest of the sentence so that it become a interrogative sentence. Okay, now moving to next, assessment zone B. Change the following sentence into negative. Now you have to change these sentences into a negative sentence, so you have to put a no. Okay, so number 1, you are a singer. You are not a singer. You are not a singer. Number 2, Dipesh is a player. Dipesh is not a player. Dipesh is not a player. Okay, so this is how you put a no or not in between the sentence and make it into a negative sentence. Now do the rest of the part at your own. C. Convert the following statement into an interrogative sentence. Do not forget to put a question mark at the end of the sentence. Number 1, Manpreet has 2 sisters. Has Manpreet 2 sisters? So here you have to put has before Manpreet and question mark after this sister. Okay, that's how you make a sentence into a interrogative sentence. Now number 2 is Divyam is a student of class 4th A. Is Divyam a student of class 4th A? After that you have to put a question mark. Okay, now read the sentences and convert it into a interrogative sentence at your own. Number D. Change the following interrogative sentence into statements. Now you have to put it into a statement. Okay. Number 1, is your father out of town? Your father is out of town. Full stop. Your father is out of town. Full stop. Here you have to put is in after father because it's a helping verb, so you have to put it after father. Father is a subject. Your father is a subject. After that you have to put a helping verb and then after that predicate. Okay, so your father is the subject part. Write down first. Is a helping verb, and after that you have to put the predicate part, out of town. Okay, now remove this question mark after that. Number 2, has she done well? She has done well. Okay, she has done well. Now you understand this. Read the rest of the part and do it at your own. So hopefully you understand what are imperative sentence, what are negative sentence, what are interrogative sentence, and what are exclamatory sentences, and what are called statements or affirmative sentences. Okay, so this is the chapter. Here you understand about the sentences, kind of sentences, and how you can convert it into an derogative, imperative, negative sentences. Hopefully you understand the chapter very well. Do the rest of the part of the exercise at your own.